Alrighty, kids, here we go. Edition of the Wildcard Series will take place this morning. So wait, what the hell? Single column. Whoa. Okay. Not sure if I like that better or not, but it's a little bit cleaner. That's new. Not sure why there's a search bar there, but alright. For now, we'll keep it as is. Here is where we stand. No bonks in the first round. Sorry, in the first sim. Through 4 games. East. Minnesota up 3-1. Arizona up 3-1. Both the, probably both the favorites in those series, I would say. Vegas and Giants tied up at 2 as well as Toronto and Fresno. Also knotted up at 2 apiece. The big surprise so far, the 8 seed Padres up 3-1 on the very banged up Portland Hops. Cascades and Dodgers all tied up at 2. White Sox up 3-1. And Cardinals hanging with the Mariners. Also tied up at 2 apiece. The show on the road, baby. Good luck, and off we go. No, I just woke up. Woke up like 15 minutes ago, so I am, I'm still in morning mode. I'll get there, Right away we go. Who will bonk? Nobody knows. Michelangelo White with a solo shot to lead things off for Minnesota. Putting the Yankees officially in the danger zone. And I think Jeremy would tell you he's playing with house money, so they say. But we'll see how things go here. I'm sure they'd love one more home game for... Oh wait, never mind. The playoff revenue doesn't work that way. Never mind, I should know my own rules. Eamon Silva keeping the Hops out of the danger zone. Singles in Gerard Bando, who really we haven't seen that much from him this series. We need to see a lot more. San Francisco strikes first. Stanley Shehorn, Saxon Martin. Quinn Wyman reaches on an error. Scoring Luther Broadnax. Oh boy. Fraggle singles in Smart. Smart is doing a lot better this postseason than off the hop. He was non-existent last postseason, but we've seen his name quite a bit. More on the scoring side, less so on the actual big hits, but he's been on the base paths. To be fair, is half of what you pay the guy for. Alan Hundley singles in Esam and Tapia. Chicago takes an early lead. The other Chicago team also takes an early lead. The Turd Ferguson single. And Josh Garrett with a 2-run shot, and the Cubs are up 4-0. Hot start for the Cubbies. Lyle Stevenson with a 2-run jack gets his team out of the danger zone. Now up 2-1. Tom Vignon, the solo bolo for Vancouver. They strike first. Yeah, no home team has won. No home team has won in that series. Paul Ramsey sacks in Laguna. Tie the game up at 1 apiece in Chicago. And Conley, he got injured early in the series, but he looks like he's totally fine. He was in Cobian. Memphis takes the lead, keeping themselves out of the danger zone as well. Does he really have that high of an OPS? Alright, my bad then. He must be getting hits with like nobody on base. My apologies to Gerald. actually do my research, but instead I'll just spout random shit and hope I'm right. And deny when I'm wrong. Ronald Williams singles in Rosado, game tied at 2. Jackie Rosado, by the way, blew everybody away in stolen bases this year, if I recall. He like fustigated the rest of the field, almost stealing 100. Steals are down, but they're the percent rate, success rate is a little low, but I don't think we're gonna mess with anything. I feel like 75% is pretty good. We're down to like 71, so it's not a huge deal. Corey Garvey, former Cascade, traded to LA in the off season or at the start of the season. Ties the game up at 1. Ethan Stevens with a solo shot. He's had a pretty good series for St. Louis. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were a little OP. I mean, they were insanely OP at the first season. We had to nuke the mid-season, or we were gonna have 4 guys steal 130 bags. So they're fine now. Abel Laguna. I'm gonna call him Lagunas because I'll never remember how to say it. Singles in. Memphis scores 2. They're up 4-2 now. Tyrone Feger singles in. Quinn Wyman adds another one. They've got runners on the corners as well with only 1 away. Could be a big inning here. Miller Head. Wow, that's a blast from the past. Singles in Thompson for St. Louis. They take a 2-0 lead. Bases loaded for San Fran. They do get 1 on a single, 2 outs. They can't add any more. Cubs have runners on the corners with nobody away here in the 5th, looking to blow this game wide open and make sure they make it back home for a game 6 here. Bases loaded, nobody out for Ethan Wolf. Where's the alpha? Does he still exist? Paul Ramsey hits a solo bowler for Memphis. They're now up 3 as they're looking to the same thing as the Cubs, looking to secure a date at home for game 6. Wow, Cubs get nothing. Wolf grounds into a fielder's choice. Fair grounds into a double play. That could be a massive turning point in that game if Arizona can flip it. Start to come back now. That would be a moment you look back on. Be a season-ending half inning there. But regardless, they're still up 4-0 for now. First 2-minute board here for San Diego in the top of the 6th. Bradley Castillo makes it 3-0 for St. Louis. Well, there's a run for Arizona, and so it begins. Randy Yates. We have a run from Vegas. Ivan Ugarte singles in LaBelle, maybe? But Gavin Braun, the longtime Giant, has left the game with an injury. Take a look and see what we've got here. Injured while throwing the ball. Never know what that's going to be if it's a fielder. Gavin Braun making $25 million this year. Set to be a free agent. I'm going to guess that he is probably going to hit free agency. He has forearm tendonitis. He is out for the rest of this series. Yeah, this could be his last go. We'll see. Series tied at 2. We carry on. Vegas threatening here with 2nd and 3rd, but with 2 down, they're going to need a big 2-out hit. Christian Castillo with a solo bowler for the White Sox to get within 2. Yep, Ugarte. Yeah, I remember that. You got him at the deadline a couple of years ago, I think. Might have been 3 years ago, actually. But I remember he played really well for you. Got him for like a 5th or something. It was a steal. Second and third, nobody out for the Twins. A sac fly from White will tie the game up. Even Silva singles, scoring Laris. Portland up 2-0, 4-0. Nathan Carvel, looks like Portland wants to take another road trip here to San Diego. Down the coast, right? Is Portland kind of a coastal city-ish? I don't know. I don't know that geography. Just assume I'm right. Oh, and the first hit on the board. Quentin Schaefer pitched 6 1/3 no-hit innings. And now the Mariners have first and second with only one down, threatening tying runs at the plate. It's pinch hitter PJ Collier. He singles to load the bases. Mucciolo, no way, it just falls apart immediately after giving up the first hit. That's it, he's out! What? I guess he probably threw a lot of pitches, but Quentin Schaefer exits the game with the bases loaded. All these runners are his. Vecchia comes in and gets the job done. Wow. Fresno adds some insurance here. A sac fly, scoring Riley Ryan. Holy shit. I forgot he even was on that team. Memphis also the sac fly scores Jarvis, so that's a 3-run lead again. Oh, come on, boys. D-Rich is here. He's here to defend his honor. Yeah, that's libel, sir. My lawyer will be reaching out to your lawyer. Hell yeah, I'd never say a word about the no-hitters. Fuck that. That's scummy. I remember one year someone was getting a no-hitter pitched against them, and they like talked non-stop about it in the chat, and it was like such a bad look, man. I think it was Jock. It was either Jock or Jangles. It was a Montreal GM, I know that. Scumbag. Quebecois. Mark Martin singles for San Fran, making it a 4-run lead. All knotted up at 1. We're in the bottom of the 9th. LA with a chance to walk it off and get the first win at home in this series. A pitcher's duel. A pitcher's duel between the two most old white guy sounding names in the league. Ernest Baldwin and Wilbert Newell. LA walks it off. Fucking Barraza, man. Singles in O'Neill, and LA will finally get the first win at home. And they've won the last 3 after the Cascades won the first 2. Portland stays alive. St. Louis takes the lead going home. Insurance for the Cubs in the top of the 6th. It's in extras in Minnesota. I didn't even realize it. Yankees clinging to life, making the Twins work. So finally in Memphis, we have Game 6 here. So far, no bonks. So final in Fresno. They will cross the border with a chance to win it on the road. San Fran. They take Game 5 and will hit the road with a chance to win it. Bottom of the 9th, Arizona. Last chance to come from behind and win it at home. The Yankees take a lead! Ryan Henderson with a solo shot in the top of the 12th. They're alive. Can they hold it? That's off the closer, Jason Bale, I think, who's in his 4th inning of work. What the hell? I don't think the guy has the stamina for that. Alright, Arizona gets a 1-out double from Hinojosa. Wild pitch, irrelevant. Do score one, but with 2 outs now, it's looking grim. Bottom of the 12th, Minnesota trails by 1. There's the tying run. Luciano Silveira singles. But McIver, who's pitching? Manuel pitching his 4th inning of work. Got 50 stamina. He's probably fairly gassed, though. And we've got a final in Arizona. We'll have game 6 there. No bonks. Final out for Minnesota. I don't think we've ever gone to game 6 without bonking anybody. Ever. I can confidently say this has never happened. Quinton Schaefer, Wilmot Edward, JB Whitson. Your trifecta for your performers of the day. Yeah, this is incredible. Imagine if all the games go to, say, game 7. That would be fucking wild, man. I guess it is the wild card series. Do 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 do. Okay, we're saved up. Let's finish today and get to the next games. Game 6. Minnesota hits the road. Can the Yankees take them to 7? Boy, oh boy, I would be sweating bullets if I was the Twins right now. Sweating. Arizona also on the road looking to clinch. San Fran on the road looking to clinch. Fresno on the road looking to clinch. Those are our favored seeds, obviously 1 to 4. On the other side, San Diego at home looking to clinch. And St. Louis also at home looking to clinch. LA and the White Sox have to hit the road, Jack. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think the league parity is in a great spot, and that's good. That means I'm doing my job correctly. That was the goal of the D draft. I knew it would take a while to normalize, so to speak. And there's still some outliers and things I would do different, but so far, yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. Anyway, no rambling from me. Get to the games. Good luck. Off we go. Corey Garvey sticking it to his former team. Traded him away, and now in the postseason. Uh-oh! Oh, no! Hold the phone. LA puts Vancouver in the danger zone. Howard Hedden with a 2-run jack. Gets Seattle out of it for now. Ronald Williams doubles in Morgan, but leaves the game with an injury. Uh-oh, man. Injured while running the bases. Survey says Ronald Williams. Day-to-day sprained ankle, 1 to 2 weeks, moderate throwing and run. Does he throw with his feet? I mean, I guess planting the back foot. I guess. I suppose. I don't know. Regardless, Williams injured out of game 6. We'll probably play through that, but we'll see. Benjamin Beret strikes first, and Elijah Ragal right behind him. Toronto in the danger zone. Kick the ball. Runners on the corners for Portland. They strike first as well. Carmel with a sac fly, scores Bob Reeder. They had runners on the corners, only 1 down. Can they get a big first inning? No, they cannot. Vancouver ties the game with the Kevin Bilal double. Scoring Harry Spender. Antoine Ferris singles in Evans, keeping them out of the danger zone. Likewise with Memphis. Michael Cobian his solo home run, and Jacob Lett. Solo shot officially puts the Yankees in the danger zone. Whoa, Stan Priester. Excuse me? That never does anything. He singles in Turner. We're missing a run there, game. It's 3-1. Not sure how the second run came across. I guess I'm cheating. All right, Toronto on the board. Phildis singles in Axel Rosales. San Diego tied it up with Benavides single, and then Memphis doubles in 2 to make it a 3-run lead. A little bit of comfort. LA with the first 2 guys aboard. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Who the fuck is Slasher Milligan? Slasher Milligan for the Portland Hops. It's a solo shot to give them a 2-run lead. And yeah, there's LA tying the game up. Ron O'Neill and Quinn Reynosa. They've had pretty good series, both of them. And they take the lead. Fucking Thomas Barraza, man. Guy is nuking me this series. There's Gerard Bando singling in Bob Reeder. It's 3-1 for Portland as they look to stay alive. Bases loaded for the Yankees in the bottom of the second, but the Yankees lose Randall Zoss, a former Cascade, to injury. He got hit by a pitch. Oh no. Randall the Sauce Zoss. Oh no. Fractured ulna. Arm. Out for 5 weeks. His postseason is over. That puts a damper on the Yankees' chances of a full comeback here. Might be an irrelevant injury, but we'll see. Howard Hedman walks, the bases loaded. 3-0 for Seattle. Yankees get nothing with the bases loaded and 1 away. Bases loaded, nobody out for Memphis. Jose Maria Cabon singles in Peters. Vegas has a run. Memphis gets another one on the ground into a double play. Didn't get the big inning I'm sure that they wanted, but did stack another one and another one. Eugene Billingsley. Vegas adding more on a Domingo Cruz single and a Bertrand LaBelle single. 3-0 now. He retires the game with a Tom Vignon double. Vegas going hard here in the third. De La Cruz singles in 2. It's 5 unanswered runs for Vegas. Look out. They want game 7. Ryan Henderson singles in. Lyle Stevenson, Yankees on the board. Still first and second with 1 away. Here come the White Sox. Warren Morgan doubles in the kid Rosado. Not a kid anymore, I guess. That's El Capitan. Then Christian Castillo singles him in. So it's 5-4 now. And 5-5. Rohan Riley triples in Mitchum. And another one. 4 unanswered runs. Gustafson singles. Not a single homer in there. Singles, triple. And a 2-run jack from Turd Ferguson makes it 8-5. That is a, what is that, a 6-run third inning? Wow. Antoine Fair ties the game up in Chicago for the Cubbies. Just like that, Memphis fully sank into the danger zone, now trailing by 3. Only the third inning, though, so a long way to go. Bases loaded for Seattle in the top of the 4th. 1 away. They want a big inning. They want to go to game 7. Another bases loaded walk. Bases loaded for Vancouver, what with 2 down. Bottom lineup, Jace Eichhorn. Get the job done. Fresno leading in their series still 3-1. Well, there is one from Memphis. Gil Turnell, this little shot. Oh my God. Well, this could be the big one. Hadley Smart doubles in Boston, but then leaves the game with an injury. Holy macaroni, man. While running the bases. I'm not even going to look. The survey says. Oh no, out. Oh no! And your worst nightmare comes true. One of the best players in the game is now off the table for your run. That is a large oof indeed. He could come back early, healthy, but now you got to go. I mean, at least to a series and a half or two without him. Bases loaded for the Cubbies. They get 2 already. Segura singles in 2. No, he's got 1 more year left at $70 million. Besides Evans with a 3-run jack. Chicago up 5. Boys to have a game 7 there. But he might get traded, right? What happens when you put all your players on the block? I think that's called... what is that shit called again?
Oh, yeah, it's called karma.
Karma. Bases loaded for the Twins, top of the 5th with 2 away. Can the Yankees get out of the jam? Chase 2 shots doubles in 2 at 6-0. Mariners looking to force this game 7 at home. Musciolo singles in 7-0. Jacob Lett walks with the bases loaded, makes it 3-1. 6-0 now for Vegas. Some of these games are getting out of hand. I think I need to make the font bigger on East and West. A little too small. Here comes Arizona. They will not go quietly into the night. Speaking of not going quietly, having the series of his life, Ryan Henderson with a 3-run jack gets them out of the danger zone, and a solo shot from Jackie Guerrero. It's 5-3. Yankees looking to force game 7. Jason Ball hits a 2-run shot. Portland now up 5 runs. Gotta feel somewhat comfortable with that. Oh my actual God. Right now, Chicago White Sox and Fresno Falcons are the only teams going to finish their series here today. Toronto has 6 outs remaining. Only the top of the 6th for Memphis. They've got a lot of time left. Whoa, fuck, you're right. Why did I put East and West? Oh my God, I need to fix that now. Okay, lucky for me, I have everything saved on the desktop. Wow. That is a pathetic moment for me there. Good call, Craig. Fuck you, by the way. Dylan Hasty with a 2-run jack at 7-3. We're going to get game 7. Minnesota's going to blow a 3-0 lead after completely memeing on the Yankees. There may be justice in this world after all. Imagine Zach getting married after finding out he gave up a reverse sweep. And then he looks back 20 years and like, why you look so mad in your wedding video, buddy? Well, I just got reverse swept by the Yankees in an online baseball simulation game. What a story. You must do it. You must. 7-0 for Vegas. Oh boy, here comes the Twins. They're not out of it. 8-0. Okay, that one's over. Oh, insurance in the top of the 9th. A dagger. Toronto down to their final 3 outs. Will Amin be the first bonk? That extra run could be absolutely murder. Antoine Helguera? No, they go to Woody Jones, the closer, to close out the series. St. Louis scores 2, breaking the shutout. A 3-run jack from Lee Britton. It's 10-4. We're going to game 7. 2 leadoff men aboard for Toronto. Pinch hitter Alfonso, nobody out. Woody Jones walks the first 2 guys. Gets Alfonso to striking, swinging. Here's Pierce. Oh, Chicago adding the insurance on their end too. Fielder's choice. Sanfran puts a measly 1 up on the board. We have game 7. Amin down to his final out, but the tying runs at the plate in Tart. Paravolov gets put in the game, and he does the job. And ladies and gentlemen, the first bonking of the 2064 playoffs will be the 7 seed Toronto Blue Jays. Oh my, fuck you, Osmond Camp. Fucking piece of shit. Solo homer in the top of the 9th off my closer immediately. Puts Vancouver in the danger zone. Arizona trying to make a game of it here. They're within 3. Speaking of within 3, Memphis is 3 runs behind. Top of the 9th. Gotta hold serve here. Seattle wins. We've got game 7 there. 2-run homer from McIver makes it a 6-run game. Okay, Josiah Evans gets thrown out, arguing a strike call. What? Bottom of the 9th, tying run on the base pass for Vancouver. Carroll looking to close out the series. Vancouver won the first 2 games and then fell over like a limp dick. Down to their final out. Be fair, my team is complete ass and should lose this series. And they do. Vancouver will be bonked from the board. It's a final in Chicago. The Cubs, we've got game 7. And it's a final in Memphis. Memphis will be bonked off the board. Just for reference, so everybody knows, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, then to the right 5, up 5, 6, 7, 8. I kind of did that to line up the first round matchups, but that's where they're gonna stay for the whole thing. But I'm sure everybody knows which seed is which. Right, we're all smart. It's a final in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, strap the hell in for quite a few game 7s. Ferguson, Carvel, and Antoine Helguera, players of the day. And we have 5 game 7s. 5 game 7s on the board. It's pretty hot. Looks like a lot of people are against the minor league age adjustments. Probably something I can budge on, but everything else seems to be going over pretty good. All right, kids. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew you'd post that when you beat me. I fucking knew it. You cocklick. Yeah, you read my mind, sir. I'm getting support in DMs for the minors change. I think they've always been too high, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait for some more feedback. Regardless, that's not the topic right now. Topic is 5 game 7s. Gotta take note of the fact that the Cubs were down 3-1 to Arizona. The Knights were down 3-1 to San Francisco. The Hops were down 3-1 to the Padres. St. Louis and Seattle has been completely back and forth. And Minnesota was up 3-0 on the 8 seed, 82 win, 84 win, overachieving Yankees, and are on the cusp of getting probably the biggest reverse swept meme in our history. So let's watch it unfold in real time, shall we? I apologize. San Francisco and Las Vegas was 2-2. Thank you, Matt. You're right. My bad. I'm sure Shabos. Well, there's a few people who are against it, but like, do you need to be putting a 28-year-old in AA? Like, I can probably bump up the lower minors back up by a year or whatever, but I really don't think you fucking need to be putting any 28-year-old in AA unless you're fucking AJ. That shit is dumb. Wyatt Hicksonbaugh grounds to field the choice, but scores Michael Feddick. Vegas scores first. Yeah, we'll look at the MVPs after the games, of course. Bases jacked and stacked for the Hops here in the bottom of the first, but with one down, Laris grounds to a fielder's choice. Nathan Carvel, he's been kind of hot lately, but he grounds out. Howard Hedden heating up for the Mariners. He singles in 2 Shoff there on the board first. Ooh, we have support from Craig, and everybody knows I do exactly what Craig says. Right? I've seen a few people be like, "Well, if Craig says it's good." Oh wait, I'm sure we'll get more discourse, especially as the off-season goes longer and people have nothing else to do. And of course, we have Glorious Shabbos on Sunday, where all the arguing gets laid on the table. That's literally what the day is for. Randall Gums doubles in Hawks to tie the game up in Seattle. Man, that's been kind of a low-key crazy series, back and forth. I also don't think you need to put any 22-year-old in our ball. I'm sorry. 22 in like low R ball? Come on. You can go in R+, baby. Anyway, Owen DeLuca with a sole shot for Seattle. They break the tie. Up 2-1. "22-year-olds are college guys, and I'm pretty sure like 99% of the time they start in low A in real life, so. Yeah, I thought about making it so like they fall off the board or whatever, but I don't know. I kind of like the fade to gray or whatever. Kind of sad, right? It's like, oh no, there they go, bye. Uh-oh. We've got an injury to David Thompson for St. Louis. Is that their pitcher? No. Scott Lane singled in Gonzalez, though. Seattle up 2 now. Take a look at this injury for St. Louis. You hate to see a Game 7 injury. Oh, that's their shortstop. Oh, no. Oh, no. David Thompson. Okay, he's 1 day back stiffness. You gotta be kidding me, bro. It's Game 7. Well. Task gets tougher for Daddy Higgs. Has he even said a word, by the way? Is he just perpetually drunk in Mexico right now? He hasn't said a damn word. He's usually the big proponent of, oh, you're up 3-1, you're gonna lose. I mean, in this case, he's not wrong for some of these teams. Higgs is an integral cog of the Sky Wheel. A very squeaky one, but an integral cog. You're all integral cogs. You're all great. Just him on board here for San Diego. I didn't even see San Diego took the lead here. Jose Luis Santos singles in Scott Gallion. There's another one, Candy Torres. Singles in Hernandez. They're up 2-0. Come on, Portland. Don't come all the way back just to bend over now. He might be in a Mexican jail. That's a good call, actually. Maybe that's why we haven't heard from him. Oh! Wait, I missed the Yankees going up. Jericho doubles in hasty. It's 1-0. It's 2-0. Derek Torres grounds out. Bases still loaded for San Diego, but 2 away. Okay, Portland gets out of it, only giving up 1 run. First team at the board for St. Louis in the top of the 4th. A double play. Moves the runner to the 3rd, but Radley Castillo singles. Tyler Ross with a solo bolo. Cuts the lead to 1. Kip Smith with a double here after the Tyler Ross home run. Oh, it might be falling apart here. Jacob Lett singles in Kip Smith. Let's be honest, he's probably passed out in the fucking Texas Roadhouse somewhere. Bases loaded with nobody out for the Twins. This is the moment. This is it. This will be the inning of the game. Can the Yankees get out fairly unscathed? A bases loaded walk. De La Cruz hits a homer for Vegas. They're up 2-0. Oh man, this is a name. Kuchenbecker. Ernest Kuchenbecker. This is my top 3 favorite names now. Kuchenbecker. Oh no, Tyler! Tyler! Radosevic singles in 2. It's 4-0. Torres singles and it's 5-0 on 9 hits. Hops falling over like a wheat shaft in the wind. He is a burner. There's no doubt in my mind. He's like me, man. You think about going outside and you get a sunburn. Old pasty white guy syndrome. Michael Lehman singles in. Benton Kaiser. Arizona strikes first here in the 5th. Camber doubles in 2. Don't tell me the Cubs clawed all the way back as well. Rudy Casarino. The casserole bakes up a run for his team. They're on the board. Oh, they had runners in the corners, but they couldn't get it done. But they are salami spread away. Just got to load those bases. Butter the bread, baby. Quinn Wyman singles in Martin. San Francisco is on the board. Everybody's on the board except for the Cubs. Oh, did they? I didn't even see it. Oh, no. This would be the most legendary reverse sweep in our league's history. Just because of how it went down. And the difference is team. Bases loaded for St. Louis in the top of the 6th. Only 1 down. Bird to the bullpen. Colton Anderson with a solo shot. Makes it a 2-run spread for Minnesota. A fielder's choice. Nobody scores for St. Louis. Miller head. A wild pitch scores the tying run in Seattle. Yikes. Two-minute board on the top of the 7th for San Diego with nobody out. You gotta stop them here, Portland. You want to have a chance? All right, there it is. Ricardo Bonilla doubles into. It's a 4-run lead now for Minnesota. They toyed with their food long enough. Henry Lane singles in. Williamson. San Francisco ties at 7-2 now for Minnesota. Whew. A wild pitch scores another one for San Diego. They're up by 5. Rocky Adams with a 2-run jack. San Francisco with a 3-run inning. And they are up 4-2. The bullpen crumbling in Vegas. Like their new stadium will in 5 years. Broadnax with a solo shot. It's 5-2. see the minor league injuries are a concern for this age limit, but I'm telling y'all need to discover the fatigue setting. I'm not gonna do that right now. We're focused on the games. 8-2 for the Twins. All right, we can pretty safely say they're probably gonna move on and escape what might have been the meme of the century. Ugarte with a solo shot gets Vegas within 2. Wild pitch moves the runner to second. Tying run at the plate is Jose Maria Caban. JMC, the longtime Knight. Wild pitch, another one moves the runner over. They walk JMC. Double play is in order. But now the go-ahead run is at the plate. A sac fly scores 1. They're within 1. Top of the 8th, Cubs trailing by 3. Make it to bottom. They're down to their final 3 outs after putting up a valiant fight to get to Game 7. All tied up at 3 in Seattle. Portland, top of the 9th. Needless to say, they cannot give up any runs here if they want to have a shot. I need my coffee, man. Or a tea. I like Tim Hortons steeped teas. I think their coffee is ass. Bite me. Bottom of the 9th. Portland trails by 5. An error on a pickoff throw allows another run for Arizona. They're up 4. All right, here we go. It is Hernando Rodriguez going to send his team to the next round. Leadoff walk for Livingston. Top of the 9th, St. Louis with a runner on third. San Francisco barely holds on. Kuchenbecker gets the win. What a series, man. What a series. Top of the 9th, Cubs down to their final 3 outs. Likewise for the Yankees, down to their final out. Seattle in the bottom of the 9th with a chance to walk it off. It's Howard Hedden with 2 out in the bottom of the 9th. He does it! He walks it off with a solo bolo! Oh my god! Bing, bang, boom! Wow. All right, time for some bonking, kids. Chicago Cubs eliminated. Vegas eliminated. All top seeds in the NL. Fuck my ass. Move on. In the West, Portland eliminated. And St. Louis. Padres the only upset. Let's save it and take a look at the MVPs. Jason Hawley, Thor, the Bees, Echanese, San Diego. Looks like octupling down is the strategy, gentlemen. Nice gif, dude. That's perfect. Literally perfect. Okay. Dude, don't post random political shit in the thread on a fucking age limit thing. Come on. Keep that shit out of here. Keep that to your private channels, please. Alright. Let's have a gander. Let's get to the next games. I will fix the games and the game times after. Okay. Let's take a look. For the Minnesota Twins, Jacob Lett. Wasn't he injured? Right? Torn back muscle for 4 months. He came back in August, played 52 games and got 2 WAR. That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. And yeah, he's wrecking the postseason. Again, Twins made it hilariously close. They take it in 7. Also in 7, Arizona. Randy Yates. Randy Yates, your MVP. Okay. San Francisco also taking it home in 7. Wow, I would not have picked this guy. Miles Williams is your MVP. Wow, this guy got 4 WAR this year. And got 220 hits. And had a BABIP of 382. Yeah, we definitely need to tune the BABIP down. Holy shit. Fresno took it home in 6. Their MVP is Benjamin Bray. Called by Fresno. Good call, sir. San Diego, Eddie Perlman. Yeah, he hit for the cycle. Hit for the cycle in this series, by the way. Wait, Eddie Perlman could absolutely play second base. Am I crazy? No, he for sure could play second. Damn, son. He can run. He's a fan favorite. Damn, son. I kind of want this guy on my team, to be honest. Speaking of my team, we won the first 2 games and then immediately lost the next 4. Feels a bad man. Fuck you, Oswin Camp. Fucking Oswin Camp. This is the dude that murdered me, man. The longtime fucking Milwaukee Brewer. Fucking Oswin Camp, dude. Go, schoolboy. The schoolboy. Like, what the fuck, man? If I would have lost to, like, you know, fucking some of these other dudes, but fucking Oswin Camp? Wait, your team sucks as much as me, Craig. Never mind, you got some good players. Son of a biscuit, man. Whatever. White Sox move on. Ooh, Jackie Rosado. That is true. Yeah, that is true. I do have a shitload of lefties. Jackie Rosado. Didn't I talk about how... Ooh, I like this song. Yeah, he had 98 steals. Absolutely fustigating the competition this year. Crazy. Anyway, we're not going to do that. Where was I? Rosado. That is his second MVP, right? Yeah, he was wildcard MVP last year as well, too. He's only 27? Bro, I thought he was like 30. Thought he was like 30. What the fuck? He's 27 with 30 WAR already. Damn, son. Have a special one on our hands. Alright, finally, yeah, no, this was the easiest one to predict. Howard Hedden fucking carried his team. Literally carried his team through this series, man. He had all the big hits, all the big walks, everything, man. No doubt about it. Alright, so here we go, kids. 1v4, Arizona versus Minnesota. And there was a time when Zach would be cheered to lose by pretty much anybody he played against. Not so anymore. Not so. A. Ryan is the bad guy. And he'll tell you. Yeah, you should. What the fuck? How did they mess that up? Yeah, you're the 2 seed, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, what the fuck? How did the game mess that up? Oh, probably because I had to manually do it. That's fixable. That's very fixable. Here, I think, right? You know what? Actually, I noticed doing this doesn't actually push the games back a day anymore, so that's kind of nice. Plus, I'm completely wrong. Sandy... Where the fuck? San Diego, and this should be LA. Right? Did it... Am I wrong? I noticed that. Ah, fuck, I was wrong. Okay. Well, I'm dumb. Normie fellas. Good catch, Dustin. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. I've never seen them fuck up the second round, but yeah, the hops lost, man. Yeah, everybody's pitchers gets another day off. There we go. That looks correct. Okay, that's it, kids. Oh, while everyone's here, and I'm going to post this in the thing, my kid has a baseball game at 8:30 Eastern, so I either need to do the night sim early, or we'll have to push it to tomorrow and go ham. I mean, I've got nothing for the next couple days after today, so I would like to do it like a couple hours earlier than normal. I can go at 7 Eastern, but yeah, we'll play it by ear, and I'll post this in the commission announcements. But all right, I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye.